This is a short practice focusing on the glute muscles. The glute muscles are your butt muscles. Starting with a little pelvic tilt. Trying to gather up my t-shirt so that you can see the movement of the pelvis. So I'm pressing the small of my back into the mat, tilting the pubic bone to the ceiling, and then arching the back slightly. Just getting a nice movement into the pelvis. And now holding it, pressing the small of the back into the mat, sucking in the belly and slowly lifting the hips. Now we start warming up those glute muscles by squeezing and then releasing the hips back to the mat. Press your spine into the mat, get as much articulation into the spine as you lift the hips and lower the hips. Gently roll down from the shoulder blades, rolling onto your tailbone and then roll up again. Just keep lifting the pelvis to the ceiling. And as you lift the pelvis, push down into the soles of the feet. Now pulse it, little pulses. And as you lift the hips, you squeeze the glutes. Lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Put as much effort as you can into squeezing those glutes. Squeeze those glutes. Work that muscle. Keep pulsing it, keep pulsing it. Now lift and hold. Squeeze those glutes. Suck in the belly. See if you can lift the pelvic floor. For males, you lift the scrotum. Bring the shoulder blades together, wriggle them closer together if you need to. Keep the length in the back of the neck, keep squeezing your glutes. Now push down into your big toe and your inner heel. Keep that belly tight, keep squeezing those glutes. Pulse it again, we're going for 20. Keep pulsing, squeezing and releasing the glutes. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. When you release a muscle and then squeeze it, it works a lot harder. So just keep squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing. Lift and hold. Try and relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. Keep pushing into the big toe and the inner heel. You'll feel the inner thigh engage. Keep squeezing those glutes, keep the belly tight, shoulders relaxed. Jaw relaxed. Squeeze those glutes and pulse it. 20 little pulses, squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing. Keeping the belly tight throughout, shoulders relaxed throughout, jaw relaxed. Squeeze those glutes. Now hold it, hold it. Keep your kneecaps in line with your hip bones. Keep pushing down into the feet. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep that belly tight. Keep the shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Watch the rhythm of the breath. Keep squeezing those glutes. As you exhale, slowly lower the hips. Draw both knees into the chest. Feel the stretch into your lower back and your glutes. Bring your knee into your chest. Whip the one leg down. Cross your right leg over the left and twist. Pulling the knee into the chest. Turn the head all the way. Try and stack the shoulders. Try not to lean back. Keep the length in the spine and feel the stretch in your glute. The hand behind you should be in line with the spine. Keep the length in the spine. Wait for the exhalation, and as you exhale, stretch into the other side, turning the head. Try and stack the shoulders. Pull the knee into the chest. Feel that stretch into the glute. It's delicious. And release. Straighten out both legs. Bring your knees towards your chest. Are we going into a squat? Please don't squat if you've got a knee issue. See if you can hold it in the squat. If possible, bring the hands into prayer. Try and keep it steady. It's to still the mind. Any balance stills the mind. Please don't do the squat if you have a knee issue. Or into the cat position. Bring your knees directly under your hips, your hands directly under your shoulders. Now lifting your right leg, try and keep a 90-degree angle behind the knee and just gently pulse the knee towards the ceiling, as though you're pushing the ceiling up with your heel. Don't allow the hip to lift. Keep the pelvis level and just little pulses, taking the knee to the ceiling. Reach for your ankle. Take the knee to the ceiling. Lift your chin. Try and arch your back. Now we're going to pulse it again. 20 little pulses. Knee to the ceiling, knee to the ceiling. Try and get your knee in line with the hip. Aim to keep the arms straight. Reach for the foot again. Lift the knee. Lift the chin. Feel a stretch into that lower back. And again. So it's 3 sets of 20. Lifting the knee to the ceiling. Try and keep the pelvis level. Pushing that ceiling up with the sole of the foot. Lift the knee, lift the heel. Keep the belly tight. And reach for the foot or the opposite hand. Lift the knee. Push the foot into the hand, and that'll arch the back some more. And release. Over to the other side. 90-degree angle behind the knee. Knee to the ceiling, keeping the pelvis level. 20 little pulses. Don't allow the head to hang. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Your hands directly under the shoulders and spread your fingers with a V between each finger. When you've done 20 pulses, reach for the foot, lift the knee, lift the chin, feel the back arch, and release. 20 little pulses again, lifting the knee as high as you can, keeping that pelvis level. Don't let the head hang. Try and keep the arms straight, keep the belly tight. Work that glute. Pushing the heel to the ceiling as though you're lifting a ceiling. Opposite hand. Lift the knee, push the foot into the hand as though you're pushing the foot away from the hand and lift your chin. 20 little pulses again, keeping the pelvis level. Lift the knee as high as you can. So you're pushing the ceiling up into the sky with the sole of the foot. Last one, opposite hand to a foot. Try and lift the chin. Part your knees, drop your glutes to your heels, drop your chest, rest your forehead on the mat, sinking the hips towards your heels. Spread into the fingertips. And watch the rhythm of the breath. Breathe in, coming up, back into the cat position. And take your leg straight out to the side and then lower the leg without letting your knee touch the mat. Lift the knee as high as you can. More advanced with the straight leg, flexing into the heel and try and lift the leg as high as you can. Don't let the head hang. Keep the belly tight. And don't let the foot rest on the floor. You're just raising and lowering the leg, but don't let the leg rest. And when you're ready, over to the other side. If your leg was bent, bend the leg. If it was straight, do the same on the other side, pulling up the kneecap points to the front, lifting that leg as high as you can, and try and get the ankle in line with the hip. Kneecap pulled up if possible. Drop your glutes to your heels, part your knees, and drop your forehead towards the mat, chin tucked right in. Now bring your one knee inside the other and drop your hips towards your heels. Cross your legs the other way around, placing your knee just to the outside and drop the hips back. Feel the stretch into the glutes. You can drop the hips right back to your heels if you feel like it. Untangle your legs and drop your glutes to your heels. Dropping your forehead to the mat, feel the stretch in the lower back. Bring your leg out to the side, your ankle in line with the knee. Now all we're going to do is rotating that leg from the hip. Turn your kneecap to the ceiling and then to the front. Kneecap to the ceiling and then to the front. And the same on the other side. Kneecap to the front, kneecap to the ceiling. Try and lift the ankle in line with the hip. Rotate from the hip joint. Bring your knees to the front of the mat. Bring your forehead to your knees, your hands to your heels. Relax your jaw and round out your back. Breathing in, coming up. Swing your feet over to one side. Cross your leg over so the toe points towards the knee. Make sure both sitting bones are on the mat. So move your heel forward if you need to. Pull the knee into the chest and feel a stretch into the glute. Try and stack the shoulders. Turn the head to look over your shoulder. You can also drop your ear slightly back as though you're listening to something behind your back. Cross your legs the other way around. Make sure your sitting bones stay glued to the mat, both sitting bones. Try and stack the shoulders. Turn the head to look over your shoulder. Pull the knee into the chest. Feel the stretch into the glute. Keep the length in the spine. Don't round out the back. Turn the head all the way and release. We've twisted the spine so to realign the vertebra of the spine. Come into a floppy forward, belly tight. Onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Cross your left leg over the right, knees close together if possible. Now press both knees into the chest. Be aware of your glute muscle. It's a very strong glute stretch. Relax your jaw. Cross your legs the other way around, bringing the knees close together, and as you exhale, press the knees into the chest. Feel the stretch into the glutes. Relax your jaw. Slow your breath. Untangle your legs. Bring your knees into your chest. Feel the stretch in the lower back. Release your legs. Straighten out your legs one at a time. Part your legs slightly. Allow the toes to fall out. Wriggle your shoulder blades closer together. Turn your palms to the ceiling. Bring your chin down towards your chest. And breathe into the belly, feeling the belly rise and fall as you breathe. Don't allow the breath to go into the upper lung. Breathe into the lower lung. And with every exhalation, tell the body to let go. Relax. Try and feel that relaxation with every exhalation. Draw your knees into your chest. Feel the stretch. Gently roll over onto your right side, resting your head on your elbow or a straight arm. Bring your other arm across your chest, palm facing the ceiling, and relax in a fetal position. So the arm across the body blocks the energy that leaks out of the Anahata chakra, conserving that energy for your own body. When you're done, come up into sitting. Feel a lengthening in the spine. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this short practice. I hope you enjoyed it.